detected.
What's up everybody, Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 build video. Now guys, before we get into this build video, as you saw from the gameplay and my explanation, this is going to be, pretty much my best Seeker Mine hybrid build. This is what I use. I really don't believe that Seeker Mine builds should only just be 15 yellows. I think any build like that is weak and will give complications to your teammates, especially if you're partaking in the raid or doing any kind of level 4 control point. I feel like you got to have some sort of hybrid element, seeing as though we have so many opportunities to stack skill power without having to fully spec into skill power in our builds. Now with that being said, okay, I need to get this off my chest guys. So we all know that the updates are coming, builds are changing, we're getting a new gear score, we have to refarm. So people always saying that there's no point in getting loot now or gear mods. Guys, that update is soonest 3 months away. It could potentially be 6 months away. 3 to 6 months away. That is extremely far away. And your builds won't be altered too much. Obviously when the gear score change comes, we're going to have to update, but that's fine. If you guys want to get good mods now, why not play for a few months with a good build with good mods? So I'm going to continue making build videos. I'm going to continue doing vendor reset updates because it's not too late. We've still got so many months coming up to play before all of these changes. Remember, next month's update is not these changes. It is just a content drop. So with that being said, this is going to be my best Seeker Mine build. This is pretty much a maxed out skill build, but with the perks of having damage. You can actually do upwards of 90,000 damage to NPCs' heads, which is really good considering that it's going to be a maxed out skill power build. So Demolitionist is a clear favorite for this build because we want to get quite a lot of explosive damage. Now I'm aware that you can stack explosive damage through attributes on the chest piece and things like that. We don't want to go too crazy into it. Like I said, hybrid builds are very strong right now, and this is how I run my Seeker Mine build. So we're going to be doing this and using this for one reason. It's because we get explosive ordnance, 25% increased explosive damage. I'm going to be using an assault rifle for this build. You agents can use whatever gun you want. Like I always say, go for it. It's completely up to you. Now remember, you can ignore explosions. Can trigger once every 60 seconds, but it's still worth stacking explosive resistance. Now you can use the artillery turret to deal even more damage. It's completely up to you guys. Remember that the fragmentation grenade applies bleed, so that will get the BTSU gloves active. But I'll show you guys exactly how it's going to work in a second. We've also got increased burn resistance, so you got to put all of these into account when working on your build. So make sure to go over the specialization very well. And then let's get inside the build, guys. So this is I'm very happy with the way this build works. Now we have got 318k armor, so we are not completely squishy. 27k health is quite low, but we do have a lot of we've got some explosive resistance. We've got a very strong healer hive, so we won't really need health too much. Now if you guys were going to go into the raid, I'm going to be honest, I normally use this build for control points. It is perfect for level 4 control points. If I'm going to play any kind of heroic mission, this is perfect as well. But if you're going to go into the raid and you're going to do the part where there's a purple and orange debuff in the gas, you guys know when you have to push the modules in the plane, that section, you're going to need to put a little bit more health on this build because you will go down very quickly, considering we don't have very high hazard protection on this build because we've gone for as much damage and explosive damage as we can. So just remember that when you go into the raid, probably instead of skill haste on the holster, put health and get your health, so maybe like 60, 70k, which should be okay, because when you get the poison, when your teammates don't get the modules correctly, you might actually die. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, this build, you will not have any problems. So we have got 3000 skill power across the board. Remember, even if your best mod is 2800, that's enough for you. You don't need more than that. Now, okay, so the BTSU gloves are on this build. We're going to be able to proc them through grenades, and with this is, as you guys know, I feel like this is the strongest gun in PvE right now. It's extremely powerful. The reason being is because we got perfectly ignited. That is not even the main reason. Now, after 2 kills, you apply the burn status to enemies, which means that you're going to proc the BTSU gloves every 2 kills, which is insane. So we don't have to worry about even focusing on that. Now, I managed to get a very good Pyromaniac. I think it was only the day before yesterday, funny enough. I think the max roll is 12,600. I've got a 12,400, which is very, very nice. I'm just blessed. So it's got Allegro and recharged, which is perfect. So while equipped, skills deployed at full armor have 25 duration charges and ammo, which is perfect. More duration for the hive, more ammo for the hive, and we're going to have more seeker mines, which is insane. So it's going to help this build massively, and it does pretty decent damage as well. Now keep in mind, when perfectly ignited procs, because NPCs don't have hazard protection, you'll be hitting them for just under 100,000 in the head. Now keep that in mind. Now there are ways to get higher damage, I know that, but we're not going to focus on that. This is just my straightforward seeker build. This is what I use in all my PvE content now. I can clear level 4 control points in 5 minutes without firing my gun. Just to give you guys an example. So how are you going to mod this? Simple. Damage to elites, muzzle break 5.56, 7% crit chance. Then we've got 20 rounds. Now you guys need to try and get this magazine. It's very important. Try your hardest. Farm. Try buy the blueprint if it's there available for you. Look at all of your projects, have a check, do some level 4 control points, and maybe it drops for you guys because sometimes it's a bit difficult to get. Then we have got the ACOG scope 4 times, which is going to be used in combination with the Nemesis, which is just a great gun to use as a secondary in any PvE content. Plus we get that 15% extra headshot damage on our Pyromaniac. Also, don't forget to put on the pistol. We want in rhythm while equipped. Enemy kills have a 5% chance to refresh skill cooldowns. Very strong as well, because we want to get our skills as fast as possible with this. That was the whole point of this build, and we've got over 100% skill haste on this build, considering that we also have talents that make the skills come back instantly. You'll find you'll always have seeker mines up. Before you end up killing an enemy, your seeker mines back again, so it really works well. So on the mask, now I know there are a few ways you can do this. Okay, I have done this because this is just what I wanted. Accuracy, we've got 50% damage to elites. I wanted hard hitting. Now you can use spotter if you would like. If you want to put hard hitting on your knee pads, like I said before, if you have enough skill power and you don't need extra skill power, you can put this and it gives you 15% more damage. But just make sure you have hard hitting on your build. It's very important. It depends on how you put your different pieces. So just keep that in mind. This would also be a good one, because then you could put hazard protection, skill power, and damage to elite. It just depends how your build functions. Unfortunately, this is just the way that I have to use it now. Probably, if I could, I would get something, maybe even like the Hollow Man Mask, and then I would roll damage to elites there. I could probably re-roll this one, but anyways, I just wanted to show you guys, just to explain to you that you can alter this in a different way. So use the Hollow Man Mask, put it on there, then you have nice amount of hazard protection. It's completely up to you. Then on the chest piece, I've gone for my ALP Summit. This is a beautiful chest piece. Hopefully you guys can get one as well. 20% skill haste as a one piece, 30,000 armor, 1,000 skill power with destructive. It is lovely. It's beautiful. So all of the mods that we're going to be using are going to be assault rifle damage, a seeker mine, and hive, and explosive resistance, protection from elites. You guys know the mods, so we want to put that everywhere. The more explosive resistance, the better, especially if your seeker mines hit yourself, because they can do a lot of damage, especially when the BTSU gloves are procced. Then one of the best pieces on this build is going to be this Fenris holster, because we've got 48% skill haste, 494 skill power with precise, because we want to go for some damage. We don't just want to completely focus on skill power and skill damage, so we've gone for that. We've got a nice amount of skill haste. The precise gives us more headshot damage. We get that 10% assault rifle damage on top of that, which is great. It's very nice to have this holster. Now keep in mind, you could run a yellow guard if you guys would want to, and you could get more hazard protection and additional red mod slots, But like I said, you wouldn't be able to have the way that I have now. It wouldn't have precise, so it's completely up to you guys. You can do whatever you want. I'd rather have the multiplicative damage. There are many ways to put this build, but I just wanted to quickly show you exactly how I run it. The backpack this is the cornerstone of the build because it's got 10% explosive damage, China Light Industries one piece, which is great, 11k armor, 41% skill haste, 231 skill power with skilled and hardened. Skilled is extremely potent, 25% chance to reset skill cooldowns, which is insane. So this procs very often. Hardened as well, give us some extra armor. And then the utility mod slot, the one that is at the vendors now, I think, well, that was at the Thieves Den, hopefully you guys bought some, 5% explosive damage with burn damage, which works with the Pyromaniac as well. That's why it's so nice using well, having these mods on your build. It works perfectly with the gun and with the Seeker Mines, so it's just great to have it on. Then we're going to move on to the gloves. We all know the BTSU gloves. I'm not going to keep explaining. Go farm Camp White Oak. It's a better chance of dropping them, guys. A lot of people don't farm it and they don't get it. We have got 9 yellows now. You could go full yellow with 200k armor. It's not going to be as effective as this. I've tried that. I don't like it. This is how I play it. Remember, my builds are templates, opinions, and from my experience, if you guys want to take it, use it as a template and alter it to fit your own playstyle, go for it, because that's what I always say. So we're going to be getting 90% better healing and 90% skill damage addition on top of what we already have. And plus, we've also got some Seeker Mine explosive resistance and just stack as much Seeker Mine as you can, as long as you can put your max roll mods on. We don't want to put too many auxiliary batteries at all, to be honest. Just depends how you want to do this. You can maybe put more damage. It's up to you guys. Now remember, on the chest piece you want to have destructive hard hitting are very important. On the knee pads right now, this is where you can change it up a little bit. I've gone for 11% total armor, 20% skill power, because I just needed that extra boost because I'm utilizing other things on this build, like damage to elites and not having skill power on my Mosque. So as you can see, this is how I make up for those losses. So it completely is up to you guys. You can put whatever you want here. You can alter your build to however you would like it. It's up to you. So we've got some nice resistance mods there. Yellow Guard gives us 5% total armor, which is always good. This is where it gets a bit interesting. So we're going to look at our stats, guys. Don't worry about anything here. We're going to go down to offense. Now, considering that we have mostly maxed out skill haste, max skill damage, we have got plus 29% AR damage, in addition to having 80% explosive damage and 80% damage to elites. Now that's quite rare, considering we also have a lot of headshot damage. So the balance of this build just works well. Your gun is potent, your skills are potent, everything works well. You're healing all of your teammates. It's great. And when you blow these enemies up, the whole point of this build is to get your Seeker Mines back as quick as possible. And you just blow enemies up, get it back instantly. Now, people use hardwired. Now, I normally use hardwired. That was in my previous build video, so I wanted to try something different. Hardwired works just as well, but I wanted to go for something that gives us a bit more than just what hardwired delivers. So just keep that in mind, guys. Then on defensive, hazard protection. Like I said, I can put up to 60% hazard protection quickly if I wanted to, but that's not how I want to make this build. My hive is healing me too much. I don't need it. Explosive resistance means I can tank any kind of mortars or grenades that come my way entirely. So that's why I've gone for this. You can go that as well. It's completely up to you guys. Like I say, change it up. 8% protection from elites is also quite nice. It makes up for 109% skill haste for the Seeker Mine, which is really, really good. We've got massive amounts of damage. Now forget about that. It's going to go up. We've got 9 mines, guys. And I think that actually goes up when we use it by 25% because of the equipped talent on our gun. Also as well, 109%. The healing is very, very good. It's insane. The hive heals great. Everything works really well. So we're going to go over the skills now. The reason why I use this Seeker Mine is because it goes to the enemies automatically. You don't have to waste only one Seeker Mine doing max damage. And I've gone for +6 cluster mines, 95% damage, and 172% skill haste. Crazy. I get it back every 15 seconds. It's actually instantly. It comes back instantly, and it's way quicker than that. You don't even notice the cooldown, guys. Honestly, it really works well. 9 mines, which is great. Then on the hive, make sure the hive is a bit tricky. Now I've gone for hive skill power. The only reason being is because I don't have really any mods for this kind of hive best in slot. So I've just put 72% charges and healing. Now if you wanted to fully heal your teammates, you'd rather put radius, but that's completely up to you guys. So this is how, well, in my eyes, the perfect way to run a Seeker hybrid. This is my best Seeker Mine build. Now you can destroy enemies very quickly, do massive amounts of damage while healing your team. It's just fun to use, and it's kind of like my lazy build where I don't even need to shoot people, even though the Pyromaniac is dishing out such crazy damage. So anyways guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Please have a look at my merchandise below, just below the description. Consider becoming a member. Turn on the notifications, subscribe to the channel for more Division 2 content. Leave a like before you guys go, and I'll be seeing you agents in the next video. Peace out guys.